Hello students, today we are going to see improve your learning of the lesson sound. First question, how can you explain the sound has energy? So now we are look at the activity where the sound has energy. Yes, sound has energy. Take a plastic bottle and a cell phone, cut the top of the bottle so that it looks like a glass. Now close the mouth of bottle with a balloon using rubber band so that it covers the bottle and stretch it tightly so as to behave like a diaphragm. Now play the songs on the mobile phone in high volume and place it in the bottle before closing. Now place some sugar crystals or small size of sand particles on the balloon diaphragm and observe the movement of the particles. While the cell phone plays songs inside the bottle, the diaphragm vibrates, which can be seen through dancing of sand particles. On the diaphragm, the sand particles remain stationary when there is no cell phone inside the bottle. The sound produced by cell phone inside the bottle is responsible for these vibrations. Thus, sound has energy to make sand particles vibrate on the diaphragm. See, this is the bottle which we have taken and cut it open like a glass. Now we have covered it with the balloon which acts as a diaphragm. And here is a cell phone which is placed in the bottle. When it is playing songs in the cell phone, due to the vibration, the sand particles on the diaphragm will be dancing, that is, they will be moving up and down. Thus, we can say that sound has energy by this activity. Next, moving on to the second question. What is the unit to measure the sound intensity? So, sound can be measured in decibels. The intensity of sound is measured in decibels. It is represented by dB, decibels. Next, third question. What are the differences between the noise and music? Explain. So, noise and music both are sounds. Here, the sounds pleasant to listen are called music, and the sounds unpleasant to listen are called noise. Okay. Next, fourth question. Explain the sources which produce sound pollution in your surroundings. Sound pollution in your surroundings. The unwanted sound in our surroundings leads to sound pollution, like sounds of traffic, their horns, vehicle horns, and sounds in construction sites, sounds at industries, sounds at mines, and sounds during explosions and firing of crackers. These are the different sounds in our surroundings. Okay, children? Next, moving on to the fifth question. Write your suggestions about reducing sound pollution. How we can reduce sound pollution? Now we will see. We cannot stop production of sound, but we can reduce sound pollution by some measures. We have to take some measures to reduce the sound pollution, such as attach silencers to bikes and other machines to reduce sounds, and manufacture machines that work with less noise. During the use of TVs and music players, tone down volume of sound, and plant trees to reduce sound pollution. So, these are the some of the suggestions to reduce the sound pollution. Next question. Next, application of concepts. The first question. The sounds of crickets. Crickets are nothing but they are the insects, make us close our ears. Why? The shrillness of a sound is known as pitch. Pitch is the shrillness of a sound. The pitch of an insect is more than the pitch of a human. So, the sound of crickets make us close our ears. They make a high pitch sound, hence we have to close our ears because of unbearable noise. Next, moving on to next question. Write the names of any three musical instruments that you know and explain how they produce sound. Musical instruments have strings or the stretched membranes attached or wind blowing. Three different things. The strings are plugged, membranes are struck, and our air blowing to produce sound. Now we'll see the instruments here. Stringed instruments. Guitar, violin, sitar, etc. are stringed instruments. They use vibrations in metal wires to produce sound. Next, membrane instruments. Drum, tabla, mridangam, etc. are membrane instruments. They have a stretched skin whose vibrations produce sound. Next, wind instruments. Flute, shehnai, etc. are wind instruments. Holes in a flute are opened or closed in order to change the length of the vibrating air column. It changes pitch of sound. So, three different instruments. Next question. Write two slogans to reduce sound pollution. Keep the noise down or the noise will keep you down. Second slogan. Reduce noise pollution before it reduces the hearing capacity. Next, be kind to your place, make it noise free. These are some of the slogans. You can add any more. Next, fourth question. Draw the figures depicting low amplitude and high amplitude. See, first of all, we'll define the amplitude. The maximum disturbance of particles in the medium on either side of mean position is called amplitude. So, these are the sound, they are moving in the waveform. Here the displacement, it is low amplitude. This is the diagram for low amplitude, and here you can see this is the high amplitude. Next, fifth question. Vibrations in a body produce sounds. How do you prove it? When the school bell or bicycle bell is ringing, we are able to hear the sound. When we touch the ringing bell, we feel vibrations and sound decreases. Whenever the vibrations stop, we are not able to hear the sound. From this, we can say vibrating body produces sound. Next, higher order thinking questions. What is the effect of humidity on quality of sound propagation? Is there any difference in propagation of sound in air during the summer and winter seasons? Discuss. Yes, humidity and temperature affect quality of sound propagation. Generally, sound travels faster in a denser medium. So, if humidity increases, the sound travels at a faster rate. Hence, there is a change in the propagation of sound. See, sound travels faster in summer season than in winter season because the speed of sound increases with the increase of temperature. Yes. Moving on to next question. Last one. How does sound pollution affect biodiversity? Explain. See, sound pollution can have bad effect on both health and behavior of a living organisms. How it is going to affect is, it leads to several health related problems such as sleeplessness, hypertension and increase in blood pressures, etc. Next, we will see the multiple choice questions. Look at the first one. An object which moves to and fro motion from rest known as, it is a vibration. When it is moving to and fro, it is called as vibration. The number of vibrations produced per second is known as the frequency. The number of vibrations per second is the frequency. The audible sound range of man is 20 to 20 vibrations per second, 20 to 20,000 vibrations per second. Next, the oval window has the surface area of the eardrum 1/20th of the eardrum. Last one, the shrillness of a sound is known as pitch. The shrillness of the sound is called as pitch. Okay children.